Okay, so I stopped right here. So if you have an action verb, you're going to look for a direct object. And we know direct objects are nouns or pronouns. So if it says she likes to run, she's my subject, likes is my action verb. So I'm going to say likes what? To run. So to run is acting as a direct object, which is a noun. So to run is acting as a direct object. Okay, now infinitives can be adjectives. What do adjectives do? They describe nouns. Okay, this is very important. 99% of the time, if the infinitive comes after a noun, then it's acting as an adjective because it's describing that noun. Okay? So, in a second, I'm going to show you an example. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives. Describe, need to change that. Subject verb agreement. Describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Okay? That's what an adverb does. So, if you have an infinitive that's describing a verb, which means telling you more about the verb, describing an adjective or describing an adverb, then it's acting as an adverb. Okay, let's look back at our notes page. Okay, this is where all that information is. So you need to highlight this note and look at this example. Anne-Marie likes to paint. To paint is what she likes to do. It's acting as a direct object, which is a noun. We were among the first people to leave. People is a noun. I just told you in the notes, 99% of the time, if the infinitive comes after the noun, it's acting as an adjective. He is quick to anger. Quick is an adjective. You can't quick. You can describe someone as quick or something as quick, so it's an adjective. What describes an adjective? An adverb, okay? The next thing you need to make sure that you know is this part. To, we just talked about at the beginning of this lesson. To can be the beginning of an infinitive if it comes before an action verb. To can be the beginning of a prepositional phrase if there is an object at the end of the sentence, okay? And then lastly, an infinitive phrase is a phrase made up of an infinitive and all of its modifiers and complements. It may contain one or more prepositional phrases, okay? Now, this is the exercise that you're supposed to do. So I'm going to go over 1 and 2 with you right now just to make sure that you understand. I'm actually going to go over 1, 2, and 5 with you. Okay. Number 1, it says, if you have tears, prepare to shed them now. So take a second and find the infinitive in that sentence. Okay, so the first thing you're obviously going to look for is the word to. Well, there it is, to. So now I have to decide, is that to acting as a preposition or is that to the beginning of an infinitive? Well, shed is an action verb. So to shed is my infinitive. Okay, now the last step is I have to decide if I have an infinitive phrase. Okay, so let's think about it. To shed them now. Well, to me, that sounds like that all goes together. Because I would say to shed what? Them. And then now is just our adverb that goes along with it. So all of this is your infinitive phrase. So you would underline that, and that's what you would type in your number 1 spot on your Google form. Okay, look at number 2. Everybody find your infinitive or infinitives. Okay, I see 2 twos in this sentence. To weep. To, and then an action verb. That is my infinitive. I don't have a phrase because is a verb. I'm not going to include that linking verb. So to weep is an infinitive. Now I have to right here. Well, make is an action verb. And then to make what? Less, and then less the depth, and then of grief is a prepositional phrase. So guess what? All of that is an infinitive phrase. Okay, now I'm going to look at number 5. Now you're doing 1 through 10, but I'm going to look at 5 for a reason. These wounds are razors to my wounded heart. Okay, do we see a to? Yes, we do. It's right here. Now, do we see an action verb? No. So to is acting as a preposition. So put that in parentheses. And then in the blank for number 5, you would write no infinitive. Okay, so let's talk about this again. Today, you're watching, obviously, these 2 videos. You can go back and watch the video of me teaching infinitives yesterday for more help. And you're going to complete 1 through 10 and type your answers on the Google form, okay? I love y'all. Just because I'm not in class right now, I'm still around. Like I said, I'm just have to be somewhere during your class time. So please send me an email and let me know if you need anything, okay? Love y'all. Bye.